after we did the keyboarding section, we're going to move on to the next section, and this is using Word. So I'm going to type that in and hit return. I'm going to make that its own heading. At this point, you guys should be pretty familiar with how to format that, but just a reminder, it's the A with the pencil, and I tap heading 1. And the first part of this is going to be how to create a new document. Okay, so I type that in and I hit return. And now, since this is a subheading, I'm going to select that line, go up to the styles icon, hit heading 2, and then you are going to give 3 steps on how to create a new Word document. So you can do that by either tapping the numbering icon at the top, or you can just tap 1, period, and space, and it'll automatically format that for you. So a reminder, I'm looking for 3 steps. I'm not going to give those to you. You should pause the video and then fill those in. And then when you get to the last step, I want you to hit return twice. That's going to clear out that formatting. And then I'm going to hit it one more time so I have a double space between those 2 sections. So pause, fill in those definitions, and then come back when you're ready to move on. The next step we are going to do is we're going to include the images that we marked up as a refresher, or a place that we can go back and look at what everything does. So I want to type in Home Toolbar. And this is, again, it's going to be its own heading. So I'm going to highlight, go to the Styles, heading 2. And now I'm going to go to the Insert tool at the top of the screen, the Insert toolbar. And I'm going to choose the picture icon. And you'll notice that brings up all of my photos. And you do not have very many of them. So hopefully you don't have very many of them. If you do, you're going to have to kind of scroll back through and look for all of those markups. So I'm going to insert the one that I know is the home function, and it inserts the image for me. So I can see that image right there, and I'm going to move that up so it's right under that heading. Okay, and I'm just going to size that down a little bit so it doesn't take up the entire space there. Okay, so that's the image for my markup. Once you do that, you are going to move on to the next, which is the layout toolbar. And again, I'm making this its own heading. So insert, or tapping that icon, heading 2. And again, I'm going to insert, pick that picture, and then I'm looking for the layout toolbar, which I gotta kind of squeeze my eyeballs here to make sure I know what I'm doing. And I think it's this one. Yep, it is. Okay, so again, I've inserted that. I'm going to make sure it's right underneath the heading. And again, I kind of want to resize that. So, whoops. So, and you'll see that how that moved that around for me to kind of overlap. So I want to make sure I move it around so everything's lined up the way it's supposed to be. Okay, and that's actually going to take me to the bottom of that page. And I hit return, and that's going to take me to the next page. So when you are done with that, we're going to be moving on to the next section. So just make sure you're saving as you go.